Hi everyone, I'm just coming to you this morning with our spring specials. Apologies that it is a little bit late in March to be doing this, but we have had a few troubles since Brexit with importing from Ireland, with delays, with customs problems, with huge charges, but I won't bore you with the details of that. That's just so you know what's going on in the background. I am trying to keep more stock now to try and get as many orders out as quickly as possible, but occasionally there will be a wait if I'm waiting for a shipment to come in. So, without further ado, I'm going to take you through the new spring specials, and this is a particular favourite of not just mine, but a lot of you have asked for it, and a lot of them have already been sold. So this is the Preludio serving centre, and it comes with all these different pieces. So we have the tray, which has a groove in the centre, which you pop your circular container into. And then you've got 3 of these serving dishes that fit around the outside like this, so you can move them around depending on the size of the items that you want to put inside. There is also a cover. The cover doesn't fit with this lid on, so if you take that lid off, then it sits nicely inside the groove there. And keeps all the flies and dust off if you've got it outside in particular, because I see this being a great summer favourite. This is available for March and April, or for as long as stocks last, and it's certainly one of my favourites. Next we have another of my favourites, in fact they're mostly all my favourites this month. This is the 1.7 litre clear jug. What I love about this is it does fit inside the fridge door, so it's really handy for chilling summer drinks, maybe making some lemonade, Pimm's. You might put your milk in it, might put squash in it for the kids, you might put juice in it. What's really nice is you don't need to take the lid off to pour, you simply just press down on the button at the end there, and what you'll see here is it has a little strainer inside, so if you've got flavoured water, for example, you might have some fruit floating in there, you're not going to get everything tumbling out into your glass. So that is the clear jug that we have on offer for March and April. And next up we have another jug. In fact, we've got a few jugs this month. This one is the Expressions jug in Purple Daisies, the name of this colour, which is rather pretty. This one holds 2 litres. Again, it's designed to sit in the fridge door, so that's really handy. And it also has a lid that, if you leave it flat like that, it will seal. I'll just show you that there. And then if you press down on the back, up it pops and you can pour with it. This month we also have Sunday dishes, a set of 4. What's nice about them is that the base is removable, so when they're not in use they can stack one inside the other, and then the little stands can all pop inside so they don't take up very much space. But they are very easy to pop together. Simply just push down and they slot into place like that. So lots of summer things, perhaps even an old Knickerbocker, I can't say it, Knickerbocker glory. Who knows? Let me know what you use yours for. So next we have the 1 litre measuring jug. This one used to be in the catalogue and it was in blue, you may well remember it, but this one is in a sort of a maroon colour. It's unique in that it has measurements down the side, as a measuring jug usually does, up to the 1 litre that it is, but also it has the pouring measurements, so as you pour you can see how much you've poured in. The measurements are the same both sides, so if you happen to be left-handed or right-handed, it doesn't matter, you still see the same measurements. And also you can possibly see inside, you can also see the same measurements here. So as you're pouring, if you're looking inside, you can see how much you've poured in. Now this jug is one of our best ever jugs, I think. It's a 1.25 litre size, and it has the markings down the outside, which aren't going to wash off instantly in your dishwasher. So it also has sugar, flour, and the litres and the ounces as well down this side. Now it does a lot more than just measure. This little jug has a centre part that you can take out, so if you're whisking something up and you don't want the batter to fly everywhere, you can put your whisk inside and you've got this splash guard to help you. If you want to store, then you pop that back on and you can keep things in the fridge. It also has, if I just take the top off, different openings, so if you want to be able to pour, you can turn that to the pour side. You can close it equally, and there's also this side, so if you just wanted to strain something and just a small amount of liquid to come out, you wanted to strain some, I don't know, vegetables, peas, whatever, then you could turn it to that setting as well. But when it's teamed up with other things, there's a lot more that you can do, and I'll just show you that now. Okay, first of all I should say that this one is in the catalogue in blue at the moment, but this is a special edition colour which has got the pink and the aubergine. So we do have the two colours at the moment if you prefer blue to pink. Just want to show you what you can do with it as well. So this is the Cook's Made that has the different sections. So this one is the juicer. If you're using your mix and store, you can pop that on there and you can juice directly into the bowl. Then we also have the egg separator. Again, that fits neatly in there, and you can drop your egg whites directly into the bowl. And also the lemon zester. Again, they all fit neatly inside. So if you're making something, cooking something, using any of those things, then it does work really well together. The Cook's Made also comes with a cup, so if you're not straining it directly into the bowl, you can strain it into here, and it also comes with a lid, so if you want to seal or pour with it, then you can. So that's the Cook's Made that goes along nicely with it. The other thing that works quite well with it is if, for example, you're, I don't know, maybe melting some chocolate, you could pop your chocolate into the 300 ml shaker, and put hot water in here, pop that in there, and the hot water will melt your chocolate. So some ideas there how you can team these three things up together. And these are our summer canisters, which come in a set of two, 1.25 litres each, which is really handy size for things like tea, coffee, sugar, biscuits, all those sorts of things. And what's really nice, you may just be able to see it on the lid, is you've got three arrows pointing to the centre. So in order to pop the lid on, there's no fiddling around. You basically just put the heel of your hand into the centre and pop down, and it clicks shut. And those are the summer canisters. Right, now here we have some really handy boxes. You may remember last month we had what I called the cracker box, which fits 2 packets of cream crackers in, and we also had the sweet box, which I put cakes in, and I've also stored some bits and pieces for baking. We still can get these, but as soon as they come in, they're going out because they're selling really, really quickly, but I can still get them at the moment anyway. But this month we had black last month. This month we have this nice turquoise colour, same as the cracker box. It's just a 1 litre sweet box, so actually the two do sit quite neatly on top of the 2 litre one. And again, this box is so useful for lots of things. Maybe taking lunch in, maybe I've got my tea bags in there, crackers, you could put your lunch in, a sandwich, whatever. I've got some seeds in there that I'm collecting ready to pop in the garden. So a really useful size. And these are our 550ml divided lunch boxes. They've been very popular in the past, and again they're selling really well. Ideal at the moment if you just want to pop a little sandwich and a few grapes, a few nuts, that sort of thing in, either to take to work or take to school, or maybe even if you're out on a walk. But a really handy little size that will pop in your backpack quite happily. And this is the Expressions 2.5 litre bowl that we have on offer this month. We have had them as a set of 3 in different colours in the past, you may remember, but this was the size that sold most of the set, and it's in this nice sort of peachy colour. It's ideal really for things like salads and pastas and all the sorts of things that you might pop in your fridge if you're having a summer barbecue, and that's pretty much what I use mine for. I do also use it for mixing, so it's a bowl. We have lots of bowls, and this is just a really pretty one to have in your collection. So this is our bowl and colander set. Now you can buy them individually. The bowl itself is 4.5 litres, which is a really handy size if you're whipping up a cake or whatever it happens to be, with the handy thumb loop so that it doesn't skid around the work surface. The lid fits not just the bowl, but it also fits the colander. And the colander is a bit unique because it has the holes on the side, and it also has an indentation here on the side. So if you pop something in that you want to drain and you don't want to be scalded, you could actually just sit it in the sink on the side like that, and it will just drain out here, and you can just leave it sitting there until it's completely drained. Alternatively, you might like to drain it into the bowl. But the set is a small saving, or you can buy each of them individually, but they are rather nice colours too. So last month we had this one on offer in a blossom colour, which is a sort of a peachy colour, and this month it's in this lovely blue colour. Again, it's a 4.3 litre bowl with a one-touch centre, which you can just see, you're able to see the depressions in the centre there. So basically, to seal it shut, you press down in the centre with the heel of your hand and it snaps shut. Then there's a sort of slightly bigger edge to it, and to open it you just lift like that and it comes open really easily. So these are really handy if you've got sore hands and you have trouble sealing or opening bowls. Now, it is quite fashionable to go out and get fancy coffees these days. Not so easy in the middle of Exmoor where I live, but I know a lot of you do go to the coffee houses and buy coffees in cartons, and these are to replace them. So instead of having the throwaway cartons, these will last forever. Basically the same concept. You have a sipping top like that with an air hole to release the liquid, and that can close if you'd like it to, but very pretty summer colours, maybe a his and hers. These containers are available as a set of 2, or you can buy them individually. Top one being the ever popular square cubics. 650 mils is what it holds, and I know lots and lots of you love these. We have had them in the past and we've sold lots and lots of those. And this one is a really useful size. It's actually quite big if you compare it to the size of the square cubics. I don't know if you can see that. This one will hold 2.1 litres, I think. Yeah, 2.1 litres. So a really handy size for, again, maybe biscuits, crackers, all sorts of different things. Maybe hobby ideas as well. I know in the small ones I still have buttons from years ago, so it could be sewing, it could be hobbies, all sorts of things, but really handy storage containers. Now we have a few things for the children. So we have a new design bottle, and this bottle is actually slightly larger than the other animal bottles that we've had. This one is a buffalo, I don't know if you can see that clearly, and this one will hold 425 mils. And we also have a Troll's lunchbox, which is a really handy thing to have since the children have just gone back to school. So handy for popping their lunch in there, and because it has a hinged lid, they're not going to lose it. And just to let you know, we still have some Shapos. We didn't have them for ages and ages, and now we can get them. So we've carried on buying boxes of these in, so they are still available for the moment. These are really handy cups for the summer. 2 different offers here. This one is a set of 2 mugs, which is really handy. They also come with lids. This one I've rescued from my dog's biscuit container, which is why I haven't got the lid for it, because it's just the right size to measure out his biscuit, and I've sold all the other ones in the warehouse, but I wanted to show you what it looks like. So it is a set of 2 with 2 lids. And this one, there's a set of 2, one of which is this colour and the other one is a turquoise colour. Again, I've sold them at the moment and I'm expecting more next week, but there's a pink colour and a turquoise colour, and these are straw tumblers, and what you'll see is in the top there's a valve that you can pop your straw through, and if you happen to knock it over it's not going to leak. And similarly, once the straw is in place, it holds the straw snugly, and if it falls, there's no spillage. Again, a set of 2 of those. And if you're looking for a slightly larger drinks container, we also have these in colour flamingo, and they will hold 1.5 litres. Now these are really handy signature line boxes, and I'll show you what I use mine for. I keep this one in my car, which is where I've just rescued it from, because again I've sold them. And I'm just looking to see, 980 mils is what it holds, so really useful for all sorts of different things. Some people use them to store food in the fridge, some people use them for hobbies. I've got face masks in mine, and as you can see they do fit nicely, and you could even perhaps put a little hand gel by the side if you wanted to. I have some for my granddaughters with pencils in, so useful for all sorts of things. You can get them in this colour, or it's sort of a pinky red colour. The colours are on the website anyway, but I just wanted to show you in real life just, you know, how much they hold and the sort of size. And finally, these are just a few of the items that sold really well last month, and so the warehouse has managed to get some more of them in, so they are still available whilst stocks last. First of all, the set of 2 salad bowls, the leaf canisters, which are really pretty, the set of 3 Wondelier bowls, and the set of 2 pink Servalier bowls, which I know lots of you love. And in case you don't know what this one is, this is a Spätzle maker. And if you don't know how to use one, you'll find a video on the website. But basically, you make your batter, pop it over a pan, and then it goes in here, and you scrape it through into the boiling water, and it makes your Spätzle. So that might be something to try if you're looking for a new idea. And if you click on the subscribe button just below in YouTube, you'll get a notification whenever I produce a new video.